back to my channel. It's Nadia, the owner and maker of New Mom Spirit, and I'm here this week to share with you this beautiful Gypsy Leopard Print design. I actually end up putting my brand logo, the New Mom Spirit, because I love it so much. I was like, I can't let this one go. So this is the final result. I'm going to be showing you step by step, except the vinyl part, but then for the rest you can enjoy all in this video, and I hope you do. So don't forget to give us a huge thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and don't forget to let me know in the comments what do you think about these tutorials and what would you like to see next. Here I have a 30 Oscar tumbler on the shade Cherry. We are gonna completely cover it with glitter, and all the glitters that we are gonna use at our base will be light gold. I'm gonna use a mix that I've made with silver, lapis, and sky blue, and then I'm gonna use the fuchsia, and then I'm gonna use the mora. And then on top of those there's gonna be another type of glitters that I'm gonna mention later on. I have here under 1 milliliter of epoxy. What I've done is I use my heat gun and I heat up a little bit the tumbler, and that's gonna help you to extend the epoxy around. You don't want to put a lot of epoxy because otherwise your glitter is gonna get wet and it's gonna look weird. So better put, like as I say, under 1 milliliter or 1 milliliter of epoxy. Extend it really well. You don't have to rush much. This is not like when we work with Mod Podge that we have to rush the work with the glitter. So once you apply it everywhere and you make sure everywhere is covered, I'm going to start. I have to say, when we do this type of styles, it all goes on you, the direction that you start, the direction that you throw the glitter, and how is it gonna look. I'm gonna use 2 layers of glitter, so if I messed up a little bit right now, it's gonna be okay because I can fix it later. So I'm gonna use with what is gonna be my center, which is the fuchsia, and then from there I'm gonna guide myself to go around the tumbler. But the biggest portion that I want to make is the light gold, because it's where we're gonna make the leopard print design. For some reason I was trying to work on how to keep my logo, so that's why you're gonna see a part of the video where you can actually see like I scrubbed the area of the logo, but it didn't look well. It was so difficult to do it. It kept just getting covered, so I just gave up on it, and then I just covered it and then forget about it. The reason as well why I don't spray paint these tumblers is because in this case the fuchsia and the cherry matched so well, as well as the mora, so they were both colors that look really well with the background of the cherry on the bottom. It's true that it was really visible. Normally I know a lot of other tumbler makers like to work better on plain white background, so it's easier to just work around it. I like to make my life a little bit more difficult, so I like to challenge myself and use all my color tumblers and a lot of spray colors, and sometimes even spray paint different colors and then just put glitters that match with them, and it looks really pretty. You just have to normally give a good at least 2 coats of glitter. And then once you are happy of the portion that we have put, again, as I say here, you can see, because I want to make the gold the biggest to have a lot of space to do a lot of leopard print. I just keep going around and keep applying more and making the space bigger. As I say, we're gonna do a second coat, so if I found it's too big, I can always cover it, but don't try to make it smaller and fix it because it's gonna look weird, especially here that we are mixing different sizes of glitters. Every time you apply a color, I will always suggest you to give it a little bit of a shake to your pipe. You can always take some scissors and then just tap a little bit on the top, so you will drop the excess of glitter, and then when you are applying another glitter and moving the tumbler around, glitter will not start to drop and get mixed with other colors, especially when you're working with different sizes, and especially when you are working with bright colors. Once you are absolutely done, it's always good to just go around quickly, apply all the glitters again, because sometimes the epoxy continue wet and you may have missed some spots, and you want to make sure is everything covered. Even if we're gonna do a second round, just I don't know, I just like to do that for some reason. Just go around one more time and make sure everything's covered, and I like how it looks like. This is how it looks after the first coat. As you can see, you can continue seeing the lines of the top and the bottom. Okay, so here I am on day 2 with this Gypsy Leopard Tumbler tutorial. It's been 24 hours that this been drying, and I have to say there's some parts of it I'm not 100% happy with it, so I'm gonna go through again. I'm gonna put a really thin layer of epoxy. I just need like, I could say 1 milliliter or 2 milliliters of epoxy. I'm gonna put it through all of it, and I'm gonna go through again, because as you can see, when the light comes, can you see the cherry and the line on the bottom? Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can hide that even here on the gold. So I'm gonna put an extra layer of it. So I'm gonna epoxy everything. I sealed it yesterday. I did seal it with this Polar Flawless Lacquer sealing spray in the crystal clear gloss. Okay, so I will epoxy, or I will go through all over again with the glitter, and then I'm gonna let it rest again, and then I'm gonna come back late it's supposed to be, and I'm gonna be able to do the leopard print later on. Anyway, I'm gonna also do the mix of the glitter now, so I will have it ready to create the spots. Yep. Okay, I say under 2 milliliters. To be honest, I was using a little bit more. I didn't realize it until I start. I normally mix only that amount if I'm doing a second coat of fine glitter, but once you have, like here we have different size, it was not enough. So I could say I end up mixing like around 5 millimeter ish, and that was more than enough. And then again, because everything was sealed, I was able to put a little bit of the heat gun around, warm it up the tumbler, so the epoxy was so easy to apply. And as you can see the wet spots where the epoxy is, so you need to make sure everything gets covered, otherwise you will have that wet pieces that are not going away. Like they're gonna be so visible once you start to do the next layer of epoxy, and that's really hard to fix it, to be honest. So keep mind on that, and keep an eye on it, and make sure like you don't miss any spots in our second layer of epoxy and glitter in this beautiful Gypsy Leopard prints. I also like to tap a little bit where I have any medium or chunky glitter. Why? Because that's gonna set the glitter down. So I've created a new mix, which is gonna be for our spots. I have here our Mod Podge. I'm gonna use the gloss one. And I created a new mix. Is 4 different colors of my glitter collection. Is red, copper, black, and gold. But same like the other glitters that you're gonna see through this work. If you wanna purchase them, I'm gonna have them on sale straight away. The color will be mixed, so you will have the spot color ready. Just use it. You will not have to do the combination. But I could have done a brown, but I just don't like simple things. I like to complicate myself a little bit more. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Mod Podge here over my bowl. This is the Mod Podge that I did for all the glitter, so it's already a little bit contaminated of glitter, so it's absolutely fine. And that will be more than enough, I believe. And I have a little brush over here. This is gonna be my brush, and I just literally googled leopard print, and that's going to be kind of my guide to tell me where to actually put spots, because I don't want to put so many, I don't want to put little, like this is leopard print stuff. So yeah, I see this, like now I can actually touch it, not like before, and all my glitter will not fall off. That's the difference from before and now. So that's a good thing. I sealed it properly this time, and the tap has worked a lot. So if I touch it, it's not like I'm getting my hand full of glitter like it was this more. So let's get on with it, and you can actually do this however you want, to be honest. Just always think that wherever you put a spot now, around will gonna be like a big black bit, so don't put them too close, too far, you know, like kind of imagine wherever you're putting them, it's gonna be like that. Yeah, let's get on with it. I'm sorry, I was not like putting the camera in the proper angle. It won't happen again. I'm practicing on that and making sure you can see it, but it was my first time doing the leopard print, and I was so worried that because I will be putting facing it to you, I will mess it up. And obviously you're working with Mod Podge, so you have to be quick, because the Mod Podge dries so fast. It will look like still wet, but it's not wet anymore. It becomes this jelly that actually is what helps you afterwards to keep the glitter in place. You don't want to put a lot of amount of Mod Podge. I could say enough, but not too much, otherwise you will have like a mountain of glitter and it won't look good. It will look really like not professional, not nice, not delicate, not whatever. Anyway, and then again, if you want to work slower, you can put like few spots and then glitter, few spots and then glitter. I was just going around quite quick, and I was able to put all the glitter at once and don't have to repeat it again. Okay, so everything feels pretty dry. I could say it's been more than an hour since it's been like this. I was working in other things and I didn't even realize how quick time was going. I'm sorry, I have all my face really red, but I just removed the mask because I was doing like some epoxy. So I even look, I cleared everything out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go before this is dry, but apparently it's all done. So I'm gonna put a little bit more of Mod Podge again in my bowl, and I'm gonna work on the black pieces, which is gonna be the interesting thing. I hope it looks good. And then now for the black one, you don't want to make a proper perfect circle in neither of these two, so you have to kind of like tap with a brush. You can help yourself if you have one of these pointing brushes, because it's gonna help to make this effect of like pointing pieces and everything like that. I kind of just like go around and do like little clouds. I don't know, it's just my way to do it. I don't really know how to 100% explain it. If you see leopard prints, you will see that they are not perfect circles. They are like mountains, clouds, something like that. And I did the same. I was going quite quickly around, and I was able to Mod Podge everything and glitter everything at once. I have to say, it was my first time doing this. I was so surprised how beautiful it stands to be. And here we are. At the next day, I put on the second layer of epoxy. It was the first one I did a really thin layer, and then I was trying to do something that I didn't really know how is it gonna look, so I didn't want to mess it up by being the first layer of epoxy, and when I sand it I damaged the glitter. That is why. So what I've done is I took like around 20 milliliters of epoxy. I put a really thick coat of it, and then the remain I actually mix it with a little bit of blue acrylic paint and rose gold acrylic paint. My camera died here, so I won't be able to show it to you how I did the full process, but you will be able to see the result later on. Okay, so the only thing that I did, I keep it quite thick because I wanted to heat it up with a heat gun and be able to just like spray it around. where the rose gold I did it more liquid to actually be able to do like the milk wave around, and then the idea was like do a layer, like a line in between colors. And you will see now on the last part of the video how was the result. And then in between you will see I put the canary glitter, and then that would also brighten up the line in between the leopard print and then the mora and the other glitters. So that's everything for today's video. We really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give us a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And of course, don't forget to let us know in the comments if you like this type of video and what type of designs would you like me to share next. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.